Afternoon, intuitives. This one's going to take more of a focus on narcissistic abuse and narcissistic abuse recovery, spotting a narcissist, things of that nature. Now, while this video is not specifically for INFJs or INFJs and ENFJs, as many of my videos are, this could be useful for anyone of any personality type. However, I would suggest INFJs and even more so ENFJs pay attention to this video and watch it to the end, because we are often targets of narcissists, especially for romantic relationships, specifically ENFJs. INFJs as well. It goes to our nature of we struggle to make the first move, so someone who makes the first move for us will most likely have a better shot. And ENFJs, that, while you are the sweetest, most empathetic, wonderful people in the world, in my eyes, you do have that Achilles heel, and that is you struggle to say no, which a narcissist will often exploit as much as they can. Now, why do INFJs and ENFJs seem to at least fall for one narcissist in their time? Can a narcissist be a good partner? Well, no. But there are reasons why, someone, specifically an INFJ or an ENFJ, will end up with a narcissist at least once. I've mentioned some of these points, but we're going to go into more depth. So a narcissist, a lot of times, will look great on paper. Narcissists typically will be considered attractive. They very much seek adoration, success, material wealth, so they'll most likely, be successful. They'll be flashy, they'll wear expensive clothes, they'll drive an expensive car, because to them, self-worth and what's important is all the externals. Look how popular I am, look how wealthy I am, look at all my stuff. And the rest of it, actual emotional attachment, compatibility, that kind of thing, doesn't matter to them, because to a narcissist, you are nothing more than a prize. You are a possession. You are like a Ferrari. Oh, I got this girl, she's like a Ferrari. I traded up, I traded up my Porsche. Now I have a Ferrari, look what I have. And then I'll get tired of playing with her in 6 months and move on to my next trophy. It's about conquest, notches on the bedpost. A narcissist only loves themselves. So, those credentials may be alluring at first, because in society we are, specifically since the rise of the boomers, we are basically told that money is everything. Money, power, fame, possessions, notoriety, for whatever reason. It's just, that's all automatically good. Like, who cares how the person treats you? Look at the stuff, the stuff, the stuff. So a narcissist will most likely try to be warm and loving in the very beginning of a relationship, and then they'll want to turn you into somebody who adores them. They don't want a partner. They want someone to be their number one fan, their cheerleader, their hype man. And that's exactly their goal. Unfortunately, narcissists have a limited ability of intimacy, empathy, and compassion, and will often try to push your boundaries. To a narcissist, there are no boundaries, so they can do to you whatever they want, and they will often try to get you to do things in which you're uncomfortable with, and try to exploit you further in that situation by making you fear that you will lose them, that you will never do as good as them, that you are lucky to have them, and they deserve basically you doing whatever they say. And, if you don't, then they'll use guilt, and of course, especially if you're an ENFJ, exploit your seemingly inability to say no, although you guys do tend to develop that later, but it takes a little while, and it's really important. So, that being said, based on my life experience, based on reading I've done, and based on, speaking to friends over the years, some of these conversations taking place before I knew what a narcissist was or narcissistic abuse. It was more or less like, going back to, say, like, university days. It's 2008. It's like, why the fuck did you date him? Why the fuck did you date that smug jackass? Just like my brain hurting for some of the men my friends dated, because these are people within 5 minutes of meeting them. It took everything I had to restrain wanting to take a swing at them, and I didn't always win that fight. So, in my opinion, as a non-mental health professional, in my observations as an intuitive, what are, some signs that you could be dealing with a narcissist, specifically in a romantic setting, although there'll be some overlap in other situations with the things I'm going to talk about. First and foremost, they are entitled. They think the whole world owes them something. They're special. They're deserving of special treatment. They are, the second coming, the crown prince, things of that nature. Another one, they act superior to others. They're better than everybody else. They think everything they think, feel, and do is better. Everything they do is epic. You see this a lot with baby boomers as a whole, too. They have an inflated self-esteem, and they believe they are God's gift to everything they touch, and it is just a privilege to be in the presence of their greatness. Another one, they think everybody's jealous of them. They think every woman wants to be with them, every man wants to be their friend and wishes they were them. Everybody is envious because they're just perfect in every aspect, so why not? Big one, especially for us INFJs and ENFJs, they are not empathetic to your needs. Empathy, in this case, you're familiar with the word empathy, especially if you're an empath yourself. But their lack of empathy is a part of their core characteristics of narcissism. They don't care about your needs. They don't care about how you feel. They don't care about reassuring you. They don't care about showing you any affection in private. They'll do it publicly to be like, this is mine. But as far as, your needs go, no. Maybe for show out in public, and that's more like a dog pissing on a tree. But really, behind closed doors, they don't care. Narcissist, he ain't gonna hold you unless he's getting laid, kind of thing. Don't come in from being out, say, at a wedding all day in heels and tell a narcissist your feet hurt. He's just gonna be like, why aren't your pants off yet? They're manipulative, and they're fucking good at it. Manipulation is the narcissist's fine-tuned art of getting people to do what works for them and to use them to their advantage, like pawns on a chessboard. They're very Machiavellian people. The ends always justify the means, and they're deserving of it because, again, they're so great. An even scarier tactic, which will be a video in itself, is gaslighting, which in its essence is when you make someone question their perception of reality. So they'll try to get their victim to question what they're thinking. In other words, INFJs and ENFJs doubt your fucking intuition. They'll try to get you to doubt your fucking intuition and go along with their plan for as long as, they feel you're useful or worthy. Narcissists need to be admired. Another big point. They're always fishing for a compliment. They always want to be told how great they are. They need to be told that they're the best at everything, because everything is a competition to them. Everything's a competition, and they always have to be number one, no matter how trivial it is. Their needs will always come first. They'll make you, again, feel like your needs don't matter. Narcissists will always put themselves top priority. They will never put your needs ahead of their own, because, again, you just exist to serve them. Just that arm candy. But hey, there's that sweet, sweet black card that comes along with some of them. And maybe the title of Mrs. Dr. Douchebag. They don't pay attention to your needs, really, at all. A narcissist will never do something you like, will never do something for you just to cheer you up, will never do something that maybe they don't really enjoy that you do just to show they care, and, that they can enjoy even things they don't enjoy because they're doing it with you, kind of thing. Get it? You dig? They won't do that. They're highly aggressive people. Narcissists show a lot of signs of aggressive behavior. They're often possessive, clingy, jealous. They show large signs of aggression and violence at the slightest deviation from their grand machination. So, if you think for yourself and question things, you will see the narcissistic rage. They don't deal well with feedback. Any criticism against them, they'll take it as an attack and go on the offensive and try to tear you down because, again, everything they do is they're the greatest at everything. Like, it's like, didn't you fucking see me walk across water? You're lucky to have me. I can wave my hand and have 10 of you. So let it be written, so let it be done. Yeah, they're that grandiose as well. Narcissists are obsessed with success, and in the sense that the more success you have, the better person you are, and they'll get it by any means, whether illegal activities. They will exploit people emotionally and sexually to step over them, to use them as pawns to get more success. There is no line they won't cross. Success at all costs. The ends justify the means to them. Read Machiavelli the Prince. You'll learn a lot about that. So, any romantic relationship with a narcissist, you will see most, if not all, of these signs. They will not appear all at once. They will love bomb you at first to, let's be honest, get you in bed. And then once they feel that you are in love with them, then the mask will slowly fall. And then they'll try to, use the tactics of, you'll never do as good as me. You're lucky to have me. All that stuff will come out. But at first, they're playing a character. The person that you're falling for, that they want you to fall for, that's an act. Narcissists are pretty good at pretending. Deep down, they know what they are and they know how to hide it. Especially the older they get better at it. So they'll get you to fall for them, and you'll think you're in a committed relationship when really they're just dating you casually. They're using you for as long as they see fit, and then they'll cast you aside and act as if they did you a favor. These, in my opinions, are some flags of red flags if you're dating a narcissist. Pay attention to these signs. Above all else, trust your own feelings. They will gaslight you to get you to doubt yourself, but you know better. Trust your intuition and never sell out your integrity to a narcissist, no matter how successful they are.